Y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is Subbie Sunday and I'm recording this video super early / late because it's late at night, but it's early in the week. But before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, and comment down below because yeah. So let's get into it. So it is Subbie Sunday. I know I missed last Sunday, y'all. It was a lot going on last week. If you see my vlog that I posted Friday, then you'll see why. But yeah, and also if y'all watching this, that means I'm in Vegas, and that means stay tuned for that vlog because it's gonna be lit, because y'all already see who I'm with. If you follow me on Instagram, you see my stories. But yeah, so we finna do our Subbie Sunday. I got my laptop up right here, boom boom boom, and we are about to find and we're about to find a story. So I see this story and I'm about to click on it. It says he cheated on me with 7 girls in my own home. Y'all, okay, let's see. Depending on the length of these stories, we'll do 4. I'm always doing this. I'll be like the kid, we'll do 4, and it'll be like, girl, that's 2. But all right, let's get into it. So it says, he cheated on me with 7 girls in my house. Backstory, I love you so much. This may be a little long, so I'm sorry. Me and this boy met on Instagram. He hit me up and we started talking. First red flag was that he hit me up through a Finsta. Automatic whore. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, girl, I wouldn't have replied because I'm like, bitch, is you the girl I'm beefing with? Anyways, we ended up talking that night on the phone for 7 hours and it was just good. Next thing you know, we're falling asleep on the phone and everything. He ends up deleting his Instagram to prove that he only wants me. But the second red flag was his Snap score would go up tremendously. I'm talking like 1K a day. So you know this man has bitches on Snap. I would bring it up and he'll always make excuses. Dumbass me, I believed him. Next thing you know, we link up after 2 months of talking. We did the do. Girl, when I tell you it was so bomb, that shit was so bomb. We ended up going 11 rounds that night. Girl, y'all was off a perk. Okay. Girl, I'm getting flashbacks writing this, laughing my ass off. A few weeks later, he ends up moving in with me because he's going through some shit at home. And my mom and I felt bad for him. By the way, I'm still young. I'm 18 and he's 20. Another red flag was that he was a bum girl. No job, no car, no nothing. He was also mentally unstable, but that's another story. Me being the stupid bitch I am, I took him in and supported him in all aspects. Financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that shit. I even let the motherfucker live with me in my own space. I worked so I would give him money too. Wow. Sorry, sis. We ain't judging because I've been there. I'm so stupid. No, you're not, girl. A few months later to February 12th, he ends up asking me if he could download Snapchat. But either way, he deleted it after he moved in with me because I told him I didn't like him having it. So he ends up asking me, and me being me, I said yes. But girl, when I tell you after that, I got a sick feeling that he was doing some shady shit to me. My parents let him have one of the rooms in our house just so I could maintain my own independence because I don't like being with someone 24/7. But girl, he would be in that room literally all day up until he came to bed with me. So I get a sick feeling that he's doing some shit. 4 days later, I confront him. I go to that room and I open the door and he said, give me your phone. Girl, when I tell you this man's face went white, it went white. Motherfucker acted like Motherfucker act like he was getting drafted into World War III. He automatically went into flight or fight mode and said, but we don't go through each other's phones. And just all these excuses. I then said, you're cheating on me and I know it. It's on Snapchat, right? And he gets quiet. Next thing you know, I throw a soda at him and tell him to get the fuck out of my house and I call my mom. And I call his mom. He ended up leaving and we were on and off contact. But he did tell me that he was Snapchatting 7 different girls, but it was only streaks. Bitch, you're 20 doing streaks? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, girl, I was so heartbroken because I did everything as a girlfriend title and that shit hurt. I supported this motherfucker when he had nothing and he just showed me that what I did meant nothing for him. What I did meant nothing to him. 4 months later, I'm single, no contact with him, and I'm healing. It's a lot, but I'm okay. Watching you has helped me. Oh, so thank you. I'm so sorry this was long. Moral of the story, ladies. Trust your intuition. A man will cheat if he wants to. You can't prevent it. It doesn't need to be physical in order for it to be cheating. That's so true because it's like you laying up in my mama house and you Snapchatting 7 different girls. Like, bro, what is you doing? And but I'm happy that you left, sis, because honestly, it's a lot of us that would have been like, you know what, it wasn't physical, we don't stay. And I'm saying a lot of us because I've been there before with people where I felt like, okay, and I forgave. But I'm happy you walked away because it was just gonna get worse. But thank you so much for sharing, sis, and I'm happy that I'm able to help you. Ooh, okay, I think we found a little series, and I'm gonna read the whole thing. They sent parts to it. Okay, and this one is called 23-Year-Old Sugar Daddy Part 1. Let me see, because I see all the emails is right here back to back. It goes Part 1. I'll go all the way to Part 3. So let's go ahead and read these. Wait. Oh, wait, no, it's only one. It's only one. Okay, it's another one. Another little series right here. But we'll get into that one next because it's only Part 1 of this one. And it says 23-Year-Old Sugar Daddy Part 1. So let's get into this story, y'all. So it says, hey, Symone. First off, let me say I love your videos. We're technically besties, period. Hey, sis. Hey, best friend. I want to do YouTube so bad, but I don't think I'll get any views or anything. So maybe just maybe you could tell this story for me. Sis, do it. I'm saying for everybody that feel like they can't get the views or they won't do it. It was a point in time where I used to get like 5 views a video. Y'all. It was a time, but you gotta just keep going. It'd be like, okay, 5. Next thing you know, I'm getting 6. Like, oh, I'm getting 6. 10. Wow, I'm getting 10. You gotta just keep going. It's gonna be hard, but keep going. Let's get into it. It says, disclaimer, all names are changed for a nice flowing story. Okay, so all these names are not real, so do not go searching on Facebook, MySpace, and Black Planet. This took place when I was stripping. I wasn't dancing for long because the girls I started dancing with, they was doing some strange things for that change, if you know what I mean. Backstory on how I got the back end of the stick. This girl, Gia, was posting big racks on her story. I was like, whatever it is I want, instance, put me the fuck on ASAP. And she did exactly that. She put me on. And she made me regret asking to put me on. I'll never ask another soul to put me on ever. But back to the story. This hellhole adventure was a total of 45 days. I danced 3 out of those 45 days. So it's 4 of us. Me, Gia, Fake, and Faker. Gia telling our green asses that the club be slow and it's really a hit or miss. And she got a way for us to make bands. I mean, she was explaining it like we was about to be up in a week. And guess what? We was super green. And we was all in. We were all sharing a room. So she was doing most of the work to get us situated first. It was weird because we would be asleep, me, Fake, and Faker. And then she'll hit her play. And we got a little bit. And she'll hit her play and we'll get a little bit of money. Now, mind you, we're all broke except for Gia. So she creates our profile on this site pretty much like Backpage. Giving us the ins and outs. Telling us what's the secret code words. Telling us what the secret code words were, blase, blase, blah. We just sold our fucking souls to this fucking stripper she-devil, and we are now excited to sell our goods without really knowing that. Shit getting live at this point. My phone going off, and we didn't get to see our options. It was just give them a security check and saying yes to the money. So at this point, I'm getting plays. So the first play I met was so damn fine, so young too. I was confused as to what I was supposed to do. He asked if I smoke. I said yeah. Rolling up and we chit-chatting, and Ricky asked why am I doing this? I don't look like the type and how I'm too pretty to be selling Girl Scout cookies. I said the same thing, like you're fine as fuck. What's up with you buying Girl Scout cookies? And he had a weird ass explanation, and I'm just as you say confusion. What the fuck? We continue to chop it up. So at this point, 1 hour or 2 goes by, and he only asks for 30 minutes. So Gia ends up knocking on my door, like banging. Then my phone ring. It's Gia. I told him, like, that's my friend. I'm new to this, and she's just checking on me. So he ends up paying for my time, $300 cash, and asks me for my real number to keep in touch. 1 week or 2 later, bullshit happens. End up becoming a party promoter, and I get fucking left. Gia, Fake, and Faker left me. Like, checked out of the hotel and left the state. What? I tell Ricky the bullshit just happened, and look at Ricky putting his cape on to become Captain Save-A-Ho. Ricky mad, telling me that he knew that Gia felt some type of way because I wasn't doing what she was doing to make money. She felt some type of way because none of the niggas picked her to come to their parties. Ricky pretty much made sure I ain't need for nothing, so they came back. He was paying for my hotel rooms, buying me tree, buying me food, buying me outfits for the parties, etc. Cliffhanger, part 2 coming in the email. This too long. Oh my God, sis, we need part 2. I'm about to email her and tell her, sis, send that part 2 over. Because I didn't see it right here. It was a different series that I had seen. But let me go ahead. Thank you so much for sharing, sis. We most definitely need that part 2. And if you make a channel, let us know. Because we most definitely going to tune in. Because Alright, y'all, so I feel like these videos is like, these stories is like quick, but I found a little series, y'all. It was back to back, and it's 3 parts to this one, and this says as the title, Wait, You're Getting Married, and this is part 1. So I'm about to read all 3 of them because I don't want to, like, might as well read them all now. Listen. So it says, Hey Symone, thank you for opening up your platform to share other stories. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel and share my stories for years, but I don't have the personality for it. Plus, I'm getting up in age now, LOL. Anyways, let's get into this story. Sis, you're never too old to do anything you want to do. I'm just saying it. But let's get into this story. So it says, background. I went to a HBCU in Atlanta. I met so many people and was always getting hit on by different guys. I was picky though. Not everyone got my attention. There was this guy, we're gonna name him Coach. I believe he was a sophomore in college and I was a freshman. His friend was talking to my best friend at the time, so he kept telling me to put him on with me. I wasn't interested in him, plus I was already talking to someone else on the basketball team. My best friend gave him my number anyway, so we talked a couple of times, but it never went anywhere. He kept up with my life on Facebook over the years after we graduated from college. This was 2007 through 2011. Fast forward to 2018. I had called it quits with my children's father after being with him for 6 years. I was on some 2018 is my year, I'm outside and I'm single type shit. So I planned a trip to Atlanta with one of my friends. It was January 2018 and we booked our trip for April 2018. I posted on Facebook that I was going to be coming to Atlanta and Coach hopped in my DMs. He was looking good and I was ready to mingle. After that first DM, we ended up talking every day on Facebook. Then we finally exchanged numbers after about 3 weeks. We started vibing. He let me know that he wasn't with his child's mother, but they did live together. I was in a similar situation, so I was okay with that. The ninja had me fooled, LOL. I forgot to mention that he was an assistant coach. So his coaching job had him on the road a lot. He told me that they weren't together because of him going on the road a lot and her having trust issues. We were always talking, texting, and FaceTiming each other. I was starting to fall in love with him. It seemed like feelings were mutual. But around this time, me and my children's father were starting to become cool again. We started talking about being back together, and of course, we started having sex again. Girl, I was so confused. I started to pull away from Coach, and he could feel it. We probably didn't talk for like 2 weeks. One day he hit me up like we never stopped talking. Something told me to go on his Facebook and do some research. I'll go to his page and he asked me to restrict it from seeing a lot of things he posts. That was so weird to me. So I go to research his child's mother. I was pissed. Her damn last name was changed to his. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I do some more research. I saw a comment on either his page or hers. I don't remember. And it said, thank you for the wedding invitation. I can't wait to see you two tie the knot. I continue to do my research. I come to their page, theknot.com. I see their engagement pictures, their wedding, and all type of shit. I was so hurt. I call him. I'm acting like everything is normal. Then I asked him, are you married? He was shocked, and he was stuttering and shit. He's like, I can't explain right now. I'll have to explain when I see you. Ooh, they love to want to explain some shit in person. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a yes or a no, LOL. I didn't even tell him the information I had. They got married. They got married, I think it was March 24th of 2018. The only reason why I remember the date is because on March 23rd of 2018, I had this party and I was talking to him the whole time. Can you believe this man was talking to me during his bachelor party, shaking my damn head? This man had the nerve to be crying at his wedding ceremony and was talking to me after saying, I do. Oh, it's not over. There's a part 2. Oh! This is getting good. Let me go to part 2. It's crazy because men always, all right, I'm at part 2. Men always want to talk in person. And it because, y'all, when I get to this one story, surviving in Florida, man, I'm almost ready to tell my story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell that story. This story might not never get told. But anyway, y'all, but men always want to talk in person. That's all I'm going to say. Let me stop before I start crying. But all right, let's get into part 2. So it says, here's part 2. After I confronted Coach about being married, we talked a few times because I hit him up, wanting this explanation of why he told me they weren't together and how they ended up getting married. This was the beginning of April. My friend and I were supposed to leave for Atlanta on April 15th. I was getting excited about my trip. We were only a week away at this point, but it was all interrupted. I was having some chest pain, so I was rushed to the hospital. While I was waiting for my EKG results, the ER doctor came into the room and said, "You're pregnant." I looked at her and then I looked at my mom who was in the room with me and burst out into tears. Symone, you are not the only crybaby. Thank God. There's no way I was pregnant since I got the IUD. There was no way I was pregnant, so I got the IUD after breaking up with my child's father in January. I told the doctor about the IUD, so she brought a nurse into the room. Also, they took it out. I called my child's father to let him know we were having another baby. Fast forward to about a week before our trip, I was in so much pain I had to go back to the hospital. I found out I was having an ectopic pregnancy and I was sent to the OR for surgery. Since the surgery, I would have to cancel my trip to Atlanta. I told Coach that I wasn't coming anymore, so he would just have to tell me over the phone. He never told me anything. We stopped talking until I found out that he was offered a head coach position in Arkansas. After I found out about his new position, I texted him congratulations. That one simple text started us back talking and the feelings returned. I knew he was married. I tried my hardest not to fall for him again. We started planning for me to come to visit him in Arkansas. I know. What the fuck was I thinking? There will be a part 3. And it says random facts. We're both Leos. Him July 24th, me August 5th. Our chemistry is crazy. I have a picture of him in the article from where he was offered his acceptance position. Oh, okay. And she sent a picture of me. Of herself. I don't say she sent a picture of me. Okay, sis, I see you. You're very pretty. Oh, okay. I can see why you like him, sis. He do look good. He do look good. Okay. All right. Let me over here looking on picture. Okay, Coach. All right, let me stop. Let me get to part 3. Let me get into part 3. This is the last part. And it says, it's me again. And then she said her name, but I'm not going to say it. Okay, so it says, I left off on us making plans to come to Arkansas. We were trying to figure out a time when we was trying to figure out a time where he wouldn't be busy with coaching or in Atlanta with his family. Whew. Before we could plan anything, he ended up on the West Coast. He wanted me to drive to Vegas to meet him. It was so last minute, there was no way for me to get off of work. At the time, I was working as a clinical research assistant at a children's hospital in Arizona. It was his birthday weekend, but he was there for work. After this, we didn't talk for a while. Several months went by. I texted him to see how he was doing. He responds saying, I'm with my girlfriend right now. What do you want? Girl, I was like, what the fuck? How do you have a girlfriend and you're married? Make it make sense. I text him, boy, fuck you. Fast forward to 2021. I finally made it to Atlanta to visit my best friend. While I was there, I hit him up. I didn't think he was going to respond, but he did. We met up and we had some food and drinks. You know the norm. We weren't by ourselves though. So he was texting me. He asked me if I wanted to go upstairs to his boys' hotel room. He hit me with the, you know my situation, so what's up? My dumbass actually went to the room. Oh, I'm so ashamed. I can't even brag about the experience because I know it was wrong. I decided to never talk to him again. The end. Sis, this was so wild. Wow. Okay, let me just say, for Coach, why are you married? Why are you married? Because I'm pretty sure Coach does this often. Coach probably had him lined up in Arkansas, because I see the picture of Coach. Coach looked good. Coach probably had him lined up in Arkansas. Coach had him lined up in Atlanta. Coach had him lined up in Arizona on his Vegas on his birthday. Coach does this thing. That is crazy, sis. Wow. But thank you so much for sharing, sis. Y'all, I'm going to do one more story. Sis sent me like, I'm going to do one more story, y'all. I'm going to do one more story. And then we're going to end this video off because I want to get to editing and stuff like that. And yeah, y'all, so this is our last but not least story. And this one is kind of long. Oh, what I mean kind of. This is real long. Okay. But this title, I was like, I got to read this. So the title is, I turned my close friend's baby father gay, but it was not my fault. I need to read this. Okay. Hey, boo, I love you so much. And before I can start, can you please start saying the year your story times take place? And girl, I'll be trying to look back on your Instagram and vision you in the situation. Okay, I got you. Next story time, I'm going to record one tomorrow. But it was going to be up before this video. But I'm going to say the year. I got you. So it says, so one day, me and my ex-close friend was at her house. We're going to call her Marshmallow because she loved eating them motherfuckers. So we was together at Marshmallow house and we was going through her Snapchat memories. And I wasn't minding my business. And I wasn't minding my business, and girl, I seen a dick, laughing my ass off. So my nosy ass was like, girl, who is that? And Marshmallow was like, oh, that's Log. We gonna call him Log, cause Lord, cause that was what it was given. So I'm just sitting there in shock. Mind you, it wasn't weird for her to show me because we was close like that, and we done seen each other's nudes and sex tapes and shit. We done seen each other's nudes and sex tapes and shit like that. So I don't know, I guess she didn't care. She asked me if I want to see more, so you know my gay ass was like, yeah, what the fuck? So she showed me more, and I'm lost for words, like, that's too big. So at the time, and I'm just like, that's too big. So at this time, they were beefing, so they wasn't even talking, and I'm talking about he blocked her ass, all that. Prior to this day, I've never had Log number. So Marshmallow says, since we're talking about Log, text him and see if he answered. So I'm like, okay, let's play on this nigga phone. Laughing my ass off. So I text Log a simple, hey, what you doing? And me and this bitch Marshmallow, so childish, we giggling and shit, just dumb. He's a nigga that's friendly as fuck. So 5 minutes pass by and Log texts me saying, yo, this the feds, just weird ass New York nigga talk. Like, boy, what the fuck is you talking about? Right? Because why would it be the police? Why would the police be texting your phone? But anyway, so I text you back. So I text Log back, and mind you, Marshmallow right behind me and see me texting everything. So I text back, laughing myself, nah, this Jay. You can say my name. So I text back and say, nah, this Jay. You can say my name, boo. I don't care. And Log say, Jay who? And I'm like, Marshmallow Jay, her friend. And he's only met me like twice in person, but I was always with her. He only met me like twice in person, but I was always with her when they would FaceTime and shit. But Log will always be rude to me, and his reasoning will be because he doesn't like you. I don't want to say the word too much, but that's why. I don't want to say the word too much because I don't want you two to come for me. But yeah, G people, he didn't like, you know. He gave me a hint because, like, boy, ain't nobody even hitting on you. So anyway, that gave me a hint because it's like, boy, ain't nobody even hitting on you. So anyways, he's like, nah, how you get my number, bro, and what you want? So I'm like, oh, I've been had it. I just wanted to say, hey, you know, I'm lying out my ass. And he called me like fast as fuck. Mind you, me and Marshmallow laughing the whole time because we do childish. Mind you, me and Marshmallow laughing the whole time because we so childish. So I'm like, bitch, be quiet. I'm about to answer. So I answer, and he was like, how you get my number? And this and that. And I don't really remember what he was saying. And as soon as I'm about to talk, Marshmallow ass start busting out laughing. And he was like, y'all childish as fuck. Don't call my fucking phone no more. Marshmallow, bitch, you a trash. You a trash, and you got this blank nigga calling my phone. Y'all both dumb as fuck. And he hang up. So mind you, we start dying, and Marshmallow was like, text him again and say that you fine as fuck. I do because bitch fuck it. So I do, but my message didn't deliver. So I'm like, damn, he blocked me. I put his message on D&D so I wouldn't see them pop up. I don't know why. But since it didn't deliver, we was like, fuck it. And then I don't know why I literally did not check my phone for the rest of that night. Because we had ate and fell asleep. And by that time I woke up, my mom was calling me, telling me that she was outside. So I was getting ready to leave. Once I get back home, I check my phone, and I had a message from Log, and it said an hour ago. So I check it, and here he go. Nah, you blank as fuck. I don't even swing that way. Nigga, you weird. Don't text my phone on that beer. Nigga, you weird. Don't text my phone, that bullshit. So me, I chew him the fuck up in the messages. And there I didn't even think about texting Marshmallow. Fuck her right now. So I don't remember what I said because this was like 3 years ago. So after I chew him the fuck up, he follows my spam Instagram. This was back when people did like spam IGs and posted dumb shit or random stuff. But like, girl, how the fuck did he get that? I don't know. So I accepted him, and as soon as I accepted, he texted me like, yo, follow me back too, nigga. Oh, at this point, I would have already known. Not even at that point. At the point when he texted me back after I said you was fine as fuck. Because if you didn't swing that way, why are you telling me? You would have just not replied. That's just like when, I was going to say like with girls, but never mind. Let me stop. Okay. And I'm just confused, like, didn't you just try to cuss me out, sir? And he like, yeah, but I was just playing with you. And then he goes on to talking shit about Marshmallow. And then I'm like, oh, nah. And I sent her a screenshot. But she just told me to keep texting him, which I thought was weird, but I did because I was bored. So Log was like, nah, you real cool, you smoke. So in my head, I'm like, no way, this nigga just did not. So in my head, I'm just like, no way this nigga just said that, because I already kind of know what's about to happen. So I'm like, nah, I don't smoke. Because at that time, I was like a sophomore. It was like sophomore year, and I'm a freshman in college now. So I basically tell him, no, I don't smoke. And he was like, damn, that's crazy because I have some weed and we could chill if you he was like, I have some weed and we could chill if you want to, but you be acting day room. So immediately I'm like, the fuck is he talking to me like I'm a bitch for? Ain't you supposed to be straight, nigga? And if y'all don't know what day room is, it's a New York term when you're saying someone's acting weird and don't want to talk to a certain person. Oh, okay, because I was confused. Like, so just basically acting funny towards them. So I'm just reading it over and over. I'm like, this nigga serious? And Locke start typing again. He say, snap with a question mark. I don't like texting on IG and deletes these messages for me. So I'm like, oh my God. So I delete the messages and Locke asks me on Snap. And the first thing he texts me is, don't save anything. At that point, I would have been like, oh. Well, not even at that point. I would have been like, okay. I'm like, okay. So now this nigga start getting real gay. Like, didn't give a fuck. He's saying shit like, when we gonna link so you could come be my first blank body. And, oh, I want to slut you out. And I'm just like, what? But mind you, Locke is so fine. He's my type. Tall, skinny. He had a beard and he was clean. He knew how to dress and he was just the package, y'all. But I always just minded my business when it came to him. Because he used to fuck with my friends. So basically, he was just telling me how when I be around, when him and Marshmallow was together, he would just look at me and all this different shit. So I'm basically telling him, like, we don't really know each other. And plus, you're the father of my friend's baby. I can't. And y'all, I don't know how this man literally got me to link him. I don't know. I think I was just turned on how he was talking. Because at this point, I forgot to say he called me off Snap and was talking in that voice like that kind of... It was talking in that voice like that tired kind of sexy voice. Woo, girl. So Locke started telling me if we link, we gonna do this in the car or in the woods. In the woods? So I'm just looking at him like, nigga, I'm not going to no damn woods, the fuck. So I'm looking at him, nigga, like I'm not going to no damn woods, the fuck, or no car. So you could just come to my house. And it was so perfect because nobody was gonna be home that Friday night. It was my sister's birthday and they stayed at a hotel and came back home. So fast forward the day Marshmallow doesn't know anything at all. And I feel bad, but like they blocked each other. So I mean, I don't know why I felt, but they blocked each other. So I felt like, I don't know why I felt bad. They was being done. So I leave my sister's party and I call an Uber home and I clean up my room good as a motherfucker. I had clothes everywhere, keep in mind, y'all. So I get myself together, like shower and everything like that, and I tell him to come around 11:30, maybe 12. So that time comes and the nigga literally showed up at 12. Like, motherfucker, I thought you was at least gonna be a little late. Like, damn, I'm kind of scared because he was an intimidating man. Guys, mind you, he was like 3 or maybe 4 years older than me, and Marshmallow was a senior at the time. I always hung with older people. So Locke gets to my house and texts me that he's there. So I literally looked out my mom's window because her room was in the front. And he just standing in front of the damn house. And I'm like, damn, this nigga scared the fuck out of me. So I go open the door, but covering my Ring camera. And y'all... So I go open the door and cover my Ring camera. And y'all, as soon as I closed the door, he started already touching me. I'm wearing just an oversized sweatshirt and just some tiny ass underwear on. So we get to my room and he holding my hand. So I'm like, yeah, this nigga is blank as fuck for real. Yeah, this was not his first rodeo for sure. He probably just didn't know how to approach people. And as soon as you approached him, he probably was like, shit. Okay. So we get to my room and we close the door. He grabbed me and started kissing me. I'm kind of overwhelmed because I just thought he was gonna fuck me and dip. But nah, he's full on making out with me. When I tell y'all this nigga smell good as fuck. So in the mix of kissing me, he kicks his slides off and now we're on the bed, y'all. We just kissing and I'm like on his lap after like a good 10 minutes of us kissing. And then he starts motioning his hands to his D, y'all, and oh me, yeah, that throat motherfucker worked. And I've never had anything that big. So I go down and he takes his sweatpants off and y'all, he had no underwear on and I'm just looking at it like I really can't do this. So I look at him and he's smiling, talking about some get busy. And one thing about me, I'ma follow some orders. So I start sucking his dang at first and then shit keeps growing like in my mouth and I'm in shock, y'all. So I'm doing what I'm doing for a good 10 minutes. Like a good 10 minutes. Maybe. And it definitely didn't fit in my mouth at all. But I knew I was eating that shit up because he was moaning and his feet and legs shaking and curling, laughing my ass off. When I'm done, Locke basically tell me I want to eat your ass. Mind you, I never had that done. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this nigga is blank as fuck. So I'm like, okay. And y'all, I could tell this was not his first time. because it was almost like he knew exactly what he was doing. So he doing it for like 10 minutes, maybe more, I don't know. But all of a sudden I feel a thumb trying to go in there, and I'm like, nigga, there's lube on my vanity, go get that. So he get that and start trying to put his thumb in my, y'all. But since I haven't had sex in a while, he really had to put in work to get it in. So while he putting his thumb in my, y'all, and kissing me on my back, and then start grabbing my neck and whispering the gayest shit, y'all. Like, I even remember everything, but Symone, I can't put it on YouTube, y'all. Oh my God, this is good. Okay. But y'all, this nigga was too damn good because I didn't notice he put a condom on already. So he say, I'm about to fuck the shit out of you. And at this point, he's rocked the fuck hard and I'm ready. Well, at least I think I am. He tried to put it in, but y'all, like, it's really huge as fuck. So it takes him like a good minute or two to get it in there. Once he start pushing back and start slow motherfucking stroking. Since nobody was home, I was definitely loud, y'all. And a couple of strokes going slow, y'all, he start really killing my shit and going faster. And now he's talking crazy and grabbing my neck and calling me a slut and shit. And I'm just like, hold the fuck up, nigga, laughing my ass off. But now I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. But out of all of that night, we did 5 rounds, no lie. By the 5th, I was tired and he wasn't. I'm like, nah, he gotta go. But after we were done, he nuts everywhere, like literally wouldn't stop. So at this point, it's literally on my face. On my bed, a little on my wall. And then y'all remember I said there were clothes on my floor before. There was a shirt on my floor. He grabs the fucking shirt and wipes my face off with it and proceeds to say, next time I'm a nut in you. I mean, you can't get pregnant anyway. Y'all, I looked at him so dumb, like, boy, what the fuck? So I get up for real and I clean off and I put my clothes on. And he does the same. I change my sheets and everything. When I'm done, he just laying in my bed telling me to come lay with him. Like, nigga, if you don't leave, what? Wow, okay. Whole time I'm thinking like, nigga, get the fuck out. So I asked him how he was getting home, and he said his friend's coming to get him and that he gave his friend my address. I'm not really tripping because he was a sneaky link for real. So I'm thinking his friend wouldn't even know me. Oh, bitch, was I the fuck wrong? So it take his friend like a good 20 minutes to get to my house. So in that time, this nigga is saying anything to me, talking about how he want to do this all the time and how he liked me a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, nigga, hurry up and go. So his friend gets to my house and I walk him to the door, but I reach my arm to cover the Ring camera so his friend won't see me. But he get in the car and leave. And y'all, when I tell y'all this is not the last time we link, I still be linking him, child. But come to find out, his friend knew exactly who Log was fucking because his friend is also a DL on the DL. And he came and linked with me too, but he didn't do anything. We just made out and shit, and he got me food. But why his friend texted me the next day talking about don't tell Log we linked. And I'm like, huh? And he basically explained how he was the one that picked Log up, and that's how he knew I was He was basically telling me that he was the one that picked Logged up, and that's how he knew Log was my sneaky link. And I was just laughing because no way they both openly hate gay people, but DL. As for me and Marshmallow, we don't talk anymore, and it's not because I fucked her baby father, because she never knew. It's because I found out the bitch literally stole money from me, and it wasn't no little money. It was money I had on my card for my birthday, and I never really spent that. The reason I knew it was her because she took a picture of it, but she literally ordered like mad shit from Amazon and Fashion Nova and had it sent to her house. Like, the bitch must be dumb as fuck, because how many times I've been to your house and you gonna have it sent there? Like, oh girl, you're dumb. Of course I got my money back, but yeah, Symone, that was my story. Sorry if it was long. By the way, that is how I looked then, and this is how I look now. I wanted you to have an idea of what I looked like. I love it. Ooh, okay, and I love it. Okay, and the hair. Oh, I see. Oh my God, you are so cute. And I see the transformation. The hair is fire. That's so crazy. It's crazy how, what a coincidence that the homie and him, and now that he knew that his homie and you linked, I wonder if he ever tried to like come up to his, like, you should probably ask, like, hey, did you and Log ever link like how we linked? Because I'm thinking, because now that he know, he probably really might try Log, like, That's crazy. But thank you for sharing. This was a good story. Like, it was real detailed. Yes, thank you so much, sis. So yes, that was it for Subbie Sunday this Sunday. We got some good stories. All right, so yeah, that was it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. If you want to send your story, make sure you only send it to Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. Do not DM me. Do not send it to nowhere else, because I will not even read it. I don't care how good I will not read it. I don't care how good the title look. If it's in my DM, I'm just gonna delete it. If it's in my business emails, I'm gonna delete it. So make sure you only send it here. Thank you guys very much for tuning in.